Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and don't know my face, my name is Stephanie Jean and this is my channel where I like to talk about stuff on the internet. Today is day one of JuneTube, and if you don't know what JuneTube is, I will link up here last year's attempt at JuneTube. Last year was my first attempt at JuneTube. I think I only got like 14 of the 30 or 31 videos that I had planned, but it's okay because even though I was super upset with myself in the moment, we're moving forward and it is 2020, and honestly I don't know if I'm going to be able to do every single day this month, but I'm going to try, and that's what's important. So for today's video I wanted to do a bucket list. That's kind of what I want to be the first video of every JuneTube. I want it to be a kind of bucket list, kind of like a goals for the month. But because it's quarantine, it's gonna be a little different. So normally my bucket lists include visiting somebody or going on a trip somewhere. I can't really do that right now because of quarantine and because the world is mostly shut down. But, you know, that's fine. I'm trying to take it easy on myself. Man, sometimes I put really high expectations on myself and I never meet my own expectations. So I'm trying not to do that this time. And I've decided that instead of the stereotypical bucket list, I am going to challenge myself because for the last month and a half, or since quarantine started, basically since my birthday, I feel like I have kind of regressed in my own development. And by that I mean I was growing a lot as a person and in my personal responsibility, my spirituality. I was doing a lot of expansion, and then quarantine hit, and did I even grow at all before? Sometimes it feels like I didn't actually make any progress, which is not true, but it does feel like that sometimes. So in order to get closer to being who I want to be, I need to get closer to the path that will lead me to where I will be who I want to be. Does that make any sense? All of that is to say that this month I am challenging myself to grow. I have a list here, which is what I keep looking at. And y'all know, if you've been watching this channel for a while, that I love doing things in threes. And so I've decided to break up my challenge into body, mind, and spirit. And then each one of those has its own three like subcategories, I guess, or specific challenges. I'll be trying to update you guys throughout the month to see how much of these goals I actually meet. I'll try and keep that as like a footnote in the rest of the videos for the month. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so for the first category, which is body, I would like to do any daily exercise, whether that be like a yoga session, a 30-minute walk, or a hike. Something to get me moving. Because I haven't been working since mid-March, I haven't really been doing a lot physically. I've been spending way too much time on video games and social media, so I want to make sure I'm moving. So that is the first goal under the body category. The next one is absolutely no soda this month. None. Which isn't going to be that hard, but no soda, and fast food only once a week. I can only get one fast food a week. Now that's something that Jacob and I were trying to do pretty consistently before he left on his current thing that he's doing for work. But when he left, my brother Ty came down and we ate a lot of junk food, man. And then the other thing is no screen time between 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. and 6:30 a.m. So that's 12 hours of the day with no electronics, The exception being my camera, because I am wanting to do weekly vlogs. But no video games, no social media, no Netflix, no Disney Plus, none of that between 6:30 p.m. and 6:30 a.m. That way I allow myself the opportunity to read or write or do chores or whatever, you know, just no screen time. Those are the 3 goals for body. Moving into the next category, which is mind. I have read 2 books. I really will probably read more than this, especially if I stick to the no electronics after 6:30 p.m. I'll be able to probably get a lot more reading in than that, but I am going to say only 2 books is the goal. Which books they are, I'm not sure yet. I have not decided, but I am rereading The Hunger Games, and I want the other book to be a nonfiction. Also for the mind, daily videos. I put this under the mind category because it is a creative thing. It is a logistical thing, planning it out, editing, all that. So daily videos during the time when I'm allowed to be on electronics will be one of my goals as well. And then the final thing on my little goals for mind is to do a full script analysis of a play. Almost did some spoilers, but I have a play that I'm working with one of my coworkers on, where we are hoping to produce it whenever our theater is able to open again. So I want to get all the table work done in advance. So a full script analysis of that play is also on the list for this month. So that's body and mind, and now it's time for spirit. My 3 goals pertaining to spirit or spirituality is to journal every day, which I have not really been doing very much since quarantine started. Just because I haven't really, I'm gonna be honest, I just haven't really felt like it. And I'm gonna get into like an honest update about quarantine and everything at some point this week, I'm hoping. Which, if you guys want that to be like a Q&A style, you can leave a comment down below letting me know if you have any questions about my life lately, or any kind of like guiding questions that I could talk about in that life update video. But I digress. My goals is to journal daily, because I feel like that's going to help me with, you know, my mental health. Also, I want to meditate every single day, preferably in the morning, but as long as I get to it at some point in the day, I'm going to count it as a win. And that's separate from yoga. So I could do yoga and then meditate, but I'm not going to count yoga as meditating, because I'm doing it for 2 different reasons. And then the final thing is I want to learn more about chakras. I binge watched all of Avatar when Ty was down here last week. And when they talked about chakras in Avatar: The Last Airbender, I was thinking about how my friends and I will talk about chakras, and I want to understand them better. I'm not saying that I expect everyone to believe in it. I don't even know if it's fair to say that I believe in it if I'm not educated enough in it, but I want to be. And I feel like it's really important and something to learn about. So those are my 3 spiritual things for this month, or my goals. And that's kind of it, honestly. Like, this video is really short. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I don't feel great right now. My mental health is not at a peak. It's definitely at like a low. But that's it for this video. So again, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a question in the comments down below, and connect with me online at p_Stephanie Jean, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys!